Good evening, everybody. This is Jacob Folger, artist sculptor. And let's see, it's Christmas Day, 2020, in the evening, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I want to make something. What should I make? So I got my clay, and now I rolled the ball, and now I'm rolling it between my fingers to create the head, the neck, and the beginning of the body right here. What's it gonna be? A frog! How about a frog? Yeah, I like frogs. I like frogs a lot. I don't usually do them in self-hardening clay though. I'm pinching now to form the shape of his mouth. It looks like that. Just want to get a nice shape for that. Now I'm going to roll two balls, the same size. Tie it up for his eyes. Okay. I want two that size. That's about right. You can see. So there's two that size. I'm going to take the sculpting tool with a sharp point, and I'm going to score where the eyes are going to go. And I'm going to score the eyes themselves. And I'm take a paintbrush with a little bit of water, dab the swirl marks, and I'm going to put the eye casings on the head like that, so it should look like that. And now I'm going to blend them into the head. So this is Marblex that I'm using, but you know what? I broke down and I bought Amico's brand of air dry clay, which came in the mail today, or yesterday. So I'm still got some Marblex left. Soon I'll be doing some videos with that clay, and we'll see how that works out. Maybe I can recommend that to you guys. Amico makes Marblex, and I love Marblex, so maybe it'll work out. We'll see. So you just want to get that kind of smooth. And smooth it with your fingers. Because once you make the eyes, you really don't want to go in there with a brush or anything, because it's just going to be so delicate. So you want to try to get the smoothing and everything pretty much knocked out before you start sculpting the eyes. Well, that looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to take a ball tool like this, and I'm going to put the eye sockets in like that. Okay. Then I'm going to roll two balls to go in the eye sockets, and I'm going to place them in there at first to see if they fit, see if it fits. And I'm going to take it out and roll another ball the same size. That's about right. So we'll put that in. Just press it in gently. So it looks like that. Then I'm going to take my sculpting tool and I'm going to put the shape of a pupil in the eye. So it should look like that. Set him out of the way for a minute. That's all I do with my frogs. I don't do mouths or noses or anything. This is my frog. You can make your frog the way you want. But my frogs, I don't do that. So I'm going to make a little ball like this. I might make it a little bit bigger. Let me make it a little bit bigger. It's kind of hard to roll it on screen because there's so little room for my hands there. So I'll roll it off screen. So I'm going to just, I'm just going to push it onto the table and form it. So it becomes flat on the bottom like that. Okay. Now I'm going to score, I'm just better tool for that. I'm going to score the top of the rock that I just made and his bottom. Put on some water and twist him into the rock like that. Now I'm going to take a bit of clay and I'm going to roll it. You can roll it on the table, you can roll it in between your hands. I'm going to roll it between my hands, it'll be easier. So now I have 2 of these. I rolled one and broke it in half. I'm going to bend this a little bit like so it's a knee. And I'm going to put it on them like that. Do it here also. Oops. I forgot to bend it. And you can blend it in. Maybe, let's see. How about this? Yeah. I'll put one leg up on top of the other. Just make it, make it a little bit more interesting. Blend it in. Like that. Blend it in all the way around. Shape his foot a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of clay for his other foot. And just going to put it on there and blend it in really good. Like that. And don't worry if it's rough, we can get it all smooth later. Now I'm going to roll another piece, and this is going to be for his arms. Like this, I rolled a new one. I made two. I broke it in half and made two. Put it on for his shoulder right there. And then I'm going to bend it like this. So he'll be like a sinking frog. What do you think? And we can put this one on. And maybe have a hand kind of like resting on his foot like that. Now we can take the ball tool and kind of blend everything in. Use our fingers too. Kind of try to get that nice relaxed form. You know, make him look like he's really thinking there. Yeah, I have definitely made frogs before, but not this style of frog. This is one of my frog folk frogs, which is you know, frogs doing things that humans do, and whoops. So now I'm gonna take some water. I don't want it really wet, but I do want it kind of moist, and start smoothing. And that will also help with the structural integrity of the piece. Help bring it, make it all one, so to speak. You can use your brush in a way like a sculpting tool. You can actually use it to kind of create lines and, you know, bring everything together. When you're dipping your brush in the water, you can stab it into the bottom like this, and that will get the paint off the brush. Otherwise, you'll be there all day trying to get it off. And you can just take your time and get them nice and smooth. I'm stabbing now the brush into the bottom of the can of water. Okay, it looks pretty good. It'll get his face really good. Watch out for those eyes. Don't mess the eyes up. So, I don't know about the type of clay you might be using, but Marblex, like if you want to put a finish on your frog, soon after you made him and you're kind of impatient, you want to do that, you can put it in the oven for like a half an hour on warm. It will dry the surface, but the drying process will happen a lot slower when you do that, but it will be fine. As long as you do a good job of blending and making your sculpture structurally sound to begin with, you should be alright. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to come back in a few minutes, and we're going to put a finish on him. Okay, so I got him dry enough. I just put him in the oven for a little while. He's still wet on the inside and on the bottom. Just made the surface area dry, and now we're going to do a nice finish on him. And the base color for this is deep black. I'm using Utrecht Studio Series Acrylic, but you could use really any kind of deep black paint. Preferably going to be a flat black or matte black. And you also can use spray paint. If you use spray paint, I recommend Krylon. Krylon makes a nice acrylic flat black paint. So you want to do 2 good coats on him. Work the paint into all the detail. Get his eyes really good. Make sure there's not any gobs or anything that's nice and smooth. You can use a soft bristle brush for this. And so you want to do 2 coats on him. And then when you do that, we'll come back and we'll do a really beautiful finish on him. Okay, we're back and we're going to do a finish on this frog, and I'm going to do it in Pearl X pigments, and I'm going to be using spring green and antique bronze will be the colors. I'm going to use wax to put it on, and I'm mostly going to use a brush. I'm going to use my fingers a little bit, but mostly I'm going to use a brush. So what I do is I get a little wax on my brush like this, dab it on the table. Let's see, I'll do the green first. Dip it into the green, get some green on it. Dab it on the table again. And paint it on. You get plenty of wax on there. Now I dip into the wax frequently. Oops, not too much wax on there. I want to avoid the eyes because I'm going to do the eyes in bronze. It's really a pretty finish. It is very kind of antique-y a little bit, antique-like, which I like, personally. Okay, and then I'm going to clean my brush really good, and I'm going to do the stone and bronze. I have bronze in the lid off to the side here. Make sure you see that okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then for the eyes, I'm going to get my finger in the wax, like that. Swirl it a little bit with my thumb. Dip it in the bronze. And my finger, swirl it again like that. And I'm just going to touch the eyes. Like that. So here we are with our frog, all finished with the green and the bronze. I really love the Pigments pigment. It's really a wonderful product. You can seal this if you want. You don't really have to. I've never really had a problem with it rubbing off or anything like that. But, you know, people do what they do, so if you so choose, you can do that. You also, you can take a soft rag and, you know, gently rub him. You know, it is paste, Johnson's is paste wax, and it will bring out a nice little sheen that's nice. So, I don't recommend, you know, buffing very hard, you know, just gently. But it does bring out a nice little sheen. So, you do that. And, yeah. So, if you like, maybe give me a like, give the video a like, share it with your friends, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.